last match of the day. One more squad has to go home. So without further ado, let's see if the Storm can keep its momentum. Show some love to Vancouver Surge. TJ Haley, Gwen, Lunars, and Abe. Ready to give it everything they got in this last series of the day. They do not want their tournament to end here. It's the Vancouver Surge.
Listen, earlier they dominated one of the top seeds coming into the tournament, and it was Lunars taking over. I mean, that's how you welcome yourself to the league and get a spot for years to come. Looking at the rest of this roster, we know what they're capable of. TJ and Gwen can take over, and we know Abe is an absolute beast with the SMG in hand. Let's bring out their opposition.
He is an absolute beast, but this next stage, they know that they got more in the tank, and they're trying to make it to Sunday, but we'll see if they can do it. Everybody get loud for Miami Heretics. Tricks, RenKoR, Super, and Metals. They know that they can peak right now, and they are just getting started. Ready to hit the flow state. Miami is ready to go.
I mean, looking at the stack of this roster, like, they are unbelievable on paper. And the fact they find themselves in this situation, in the elimination bracket to start, honestly, it's nothing to sneeze at. They know they're going to be able to take on anybody that is standing across that stage. And I mean, Super and RenKoR have been unbelievable since their induction into the league. You add that with a fantastic Mel's performance and Trake's getting comfortable. This is a team looking to take down some big dogs. Let's do it. Final match of the night, that guy.
They are looking to take down some big dogs.
Rotation, my friends, all about rotation. Well, here we go. Last match of the day. Someone going home sad. The other a chance to continue this lower bracket run. Miami, Vancouver, and we're getting it on Exposure to get things kicked off. And solid start here for Vancouver. Clear out your lanes, make sure no subs get through, and you're already scoring early.
Yeah, now if you are Miami, taking your time on this approach for the re-break. You had one player who spawned out in traits. You're looking for him to be the initiator. He strikes alongside RenKoR. That's 3 dead. Make it all 4. The break is quick. They're for Heretics.
And you can start to put a little bit of pressure down towards tank side. Abe is already meeting it there, though. I will say, for Surge, based on their roster, you kind of like the idea of playing Exposure. Let Abe be flexible, let TJ be flexible, and then lock everything down around you. Abe now playing over towards the staircase side, has a couple of friends nearby, but not able to really cleanly get the wins that they're looking for. Finally, they're able to find the clearance, and just as P2 opens, the Surge are in.
Yeah, it's a 2v2 off the rotation for these fights. Spawn's currently in favor of Unity on the opposite end, and they're finding all the kills. Yeah. So Vancouver, you need to get in sync.
Yeah, you really do. That's already a Hellstorm earned for RenKoR off that streak. Abe seen over the top at the jump wall. Super chasing him down, and Miami are just trying to control the space, but Abe's going to come back to the gunfight, have a real good chance at it. Super able to still find the win, now 4 in a row, and slipping away from the rest of the Surge spawners. Has Gwen in front, but again, just validating his life, backing out and letting his teammates soak up time.
Yeah, Gwen and Lunars need to stay alive on this side of the map, because it's only a 30-40 point difference if you soak up this final 10, but you'll be down 100 if you lose these spawns over towards the next HP. Thankfully, you find kills. Last one standing is going to be Metals towards the backside. He's just trying to value his life, go unaccounted for, but he's getting sniffed out. They just don't find the kill.
Clean, still full health. Miami now starting to frame things up from the front.
Get the break there. But now with 25 seconds left, you don't want to be spawning towards the backside. Gwen is starting to light it up in the kill feed. Only gets 1. It's now Lunar's turn to potentially pick up the rest for the final 15. But Vancouver have surged their way back into this game off of a great hold.
Easy pun there, my friend, easy pun. Lunars, another hot start though, 10-6. Has us at a tie game, and Vancouver, you look at the minimap, set up for new. Just comes down to, again, can we see a solid hold, especially in the face of the early Hellstorm? That's gonna have everyone scrambling, looking for cover inside the hill. Miami have to wait on this outside push until all of this extra ordnance gets called in. Abe stays alive. The main missile also comes up empty. You need to win these next gunfights though. Abe was to find the first, that's gonna keep spawns blocked for now, as he finds
possession. Spawns are in Miami's. And now you have the numbers to reinforce your way right through the front door. Every single angle that you choose, just got to take care of Gwen, and RenKoR is able to find it. So a good chunk of time here for Miami. A team that struggles on breaking, it helps when the Hellstorm allows you to get pushed up on the map. Basically have a tie game at the end of P4, now it comes down to P5.
Dude, Trakes is feeling it. Now he's got a Hellstorm earned. 5 in a row for him, starting to move across the map and gets caught by Abe there at mid. Trade for Super, not gonna be there as Abe gets an impressive double. Has Surge with an edge over towards the drone hardpoint. Gwyn staying down for the early time, and that's going to force out trades with the Hellstorm early.
Yeah, just trying to get them out of positionings. Least in the numbers advantage at the time. You win that one-on-one gunfight. Everybody else from Surge sitting at top window. So you have top mid, but Heretics are in the hard point for now, and you're losing the gunfights through top mid, so Miami have a good chance of holding this.
They're looking like it. Metals, some issue there, not all with it. So chance here for Miami to take their first significant lead. 20 seconds to fight, and Vancouver are splitting their focus, trying to win back middle while also seeing if they can contest the hill.
Yeah, we don't really want to go through bottom dirt, but when you go through top mid, this guy is making you pay for it. 20-7. Hellstorm again in the back pocket for RenKoR. Popping takeover on this opening map on a 9 streak. Trying to look for kill number 10. Gwyn, you better chow this correctly, because that was almost a highlight reel. You get the trade. Miami at the end of the first set.
The other part about this conversation, let's do some service here to Vancouver. They're only down 15 points, and they've already lived through 2 Hellstorms. So they're doing a decent job of keeping themselves in it. But you can definitely feel Miami building these streaks may lead towards the trends that very well dictate the outcome of this map. 121 playing 105. Hard point now in the name of Miami as Vancouver are spawning all over the map.
Yeah, Vancouver had so many angles to approach this from, and now you're finding kills that you were looking for. 2 in the feed in favor of Vancouver. Make it all 3, and you had 1 guy working on the pinch. So you have cleared out the space in middle, but now you're losing the numbers. Can't work your way back in for the time. But in the final 10 seconds, rotation in the back of your mind, you can already see TJ in a position that he needs to be, but he's going to be overwhelmed. Got to choose a good corner.
TJ's looking for cover. Missile looking to try to guide his way over to Gwyn, who stays alive and finds himself now in the hard point. If Vancouver can find maybe a win or 2, maybe they survive through this, but the numbers are starting to brew here for the Heretics, and they're finding every kill on the map.
Oh yeah, stuns and nades are hitting everybody sitting at half HP in the dream. And that's a clean 4 dead from Miami. Off of the back of that, another Hellstorm, like you said. 30-point lead, and you can grow it even more because the spawns for Surge are so damn far away. You're looking for the opening kill. Abe is able to find 1. TJ finds a second, and that's already 3 dead. And you got the pinch on the opposite side, so a great moment for Surge to not only take the lead, potentially with this final time, but win the rotation to P3 where they got a full 60 last go around.
This feels almost familiar towards what
Miami
Miami
is being secured by Surge. They take the lead. Lunar's now streaking. Abe now streaking. And you're forcing Miami to work this backside when they really don't want to.
I mean, things looking really solid here for the Surge, like you mentioned. Miami kind of in desperation mode, in Vancouver clear the field. Have a chance to get the scrap and rotate as we jump and listen in with Vancouver. We had listened in audio earlier today, didn't we?
He's on the back side.
I'm one off a sheet.
I have a trophy. I will from hill. I'm going to be all left. All left or cooler. One deep, birdie.
I
don't have anything.
I fall in front.
Back left. Dead. Back left on me.
All left now.
Let's go.
Back up first.
Miss one.
Being called in. There's the clearance on the hill. You got to make a desperate move if you're Trakes, and he does find 2. That clears off the hard point, but Lunars has another backup policy. Secondary Hellstorm comes out. Yes, Miami's in the hill for now, but a full flood on the way for Vancouver.
Trophies are down, and they find that kill into the guy in tube. So a good initial fight to start off this. You turn it into a 3v3 because Metal gets a trade. He's just doing everything he can. Throwing his shoulders, popping up little by little. And Miami able to withstand not 1, but 2 Hellstorms here at the P5. 60-point difference as we go into our 3rd set. But Vancouver just need top mid.
Vancouver 4 in a row, and Miami have a perfect surround with a pinch on the way.
Metal's on 4, can only lead to 1. You know where the pressure's coming in now, though, if you are the Heretics. Just 1 more wave of kills is what you are looking for. Let's get it clean, 4 dead, and you don't find the initial 2.
Super's able to get 1. Metals surrounds. Vancouver now starting to get into the hard point, but Metals is able to clear to see the second. Oh, Metals! He keeps Miami alive. We're not done with our Friday yet here, friends. 245, 220 Miami with the numbers.
And Vancouver just got to forfeit this, man. You got to set up at the new HP. You don't lose here, and you got to think Miami is thinking the same exact thing. But now it's all up to RenKoR. Play keep away as long as you can.
Oh, and he's in a better spot to do just more than that. But 5 seconds left. Vancouver's trying to get to the hard point. Metals on the cross, not able to find the win. Just down to Trakes, able to find the win. Over towards P2.
It's on
One
Abe.
member in your way. It's on to Abe. Wins the first. Miami trying to flood to get him, and the trade is in. Numbers to the Heretics as long as DJ gets shut down anyway.
It's going back and forth. Now, Lunars, you don't want to go for an ego. Chow went through mid-connector. Only finds one, but you got to stay alive. Teammates are now here.
Reinforcements for the Heretics have arrived. Contest is in for Abe. Here come the rest of the Surge. They've got the numbers. Traded back by RenKoR. Medals on the cross. Oh, it's all for dead. Miami can win here. Vancouver spawning out.
All the way in Africa, you got to go straight to the hard point. Closest possible chance that you have. And Medals is playing the cutoff. 2 in favor, all 3 in favor. And Miami are looking to steal this one away.
TJ has to get there. He's not able to. Are you kidding me? It's an absolute breakdown for Vancouver. They needed 4 seconds,
Brother,
off of the last 5th hard point, and they can't find a win anywhere.
underneath connecting. Sort of aware of what the setup is looking like, but Miami haven't peaked yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a bit of an unpredictable setup here for Miami, trying to double stack stairs, but Gwyn on the crossback to Ring is able to find Triggs for first blood. So now Super has to give away his position and try to be in a spot to where he can wrap back if need to. Medals up top at Laundry. Almost able to find a counter pick onto Abe, who's got just a little bit of freedom to get the smoke down and then follow with the plant, thanks to Gwyn giving him some oversight.
Oh, but Super with the angle. The water sets doesn't allow the bomb plant to go down, but TJ instantly makes up for that situation. 1v3 for Snooper. Not have the sniper and it's instantly gonna fall. A perfect round there from Surge, and that was all of the impact.
RenKoR is hanging and holding. Looks like TJ is waiting for him to peek. You have to find success from the front, though, if you're Vancouver, to force this player out. Here comes TJ, able to find the burst onto RenKoR, no problem. But again, the post plan is largely just banking on the Laundry setup, and Vancouver haven't broken that yet. 18 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go quickly. Lunars isn't gonna spot anyone behind him. Now a 1v3 for Gwyn. Not enough time to work with. Miami with the perfect post plant setup. Still trapped in towards ringside. They don't have anyone in a position towards Laundry. But Abe now in a crucial spot.
What a turn. TJ trying to contest through Zig, now being pressured out as the Laundry setup is starting to break down. Miami will get clearance. Lunars, backside Ring, nice shots to the first. Not going to expect the second as Super is able to stay alive. TJ trying to come back over to the blade through pillars. It's a tight call. Able to find damage onto the first, stepping off his medals, and it's an easy follow-up. He's on 5 in a row through scout this. Abe at money window, now coming to assist. And up and through with the water goes Triggs. Maybe a chance to find him over the backside of the chairs. Not the case. TJ for first blood. The post plant setup is all up towards bedroom. Watch this 1v1 in the middle of the map. Gwyn in some trouble. Able to get the regen off and finds the win versus medals. But it's a scope that's up for Super. And playing top bedroom, he can just keep peeking, throwing shoulders. Connects onto a second. Super looking for more. Doesn't quite get the snap. Just down to RenKoR. 1v2 gets the knife. Down to 13 seconds, he wants another lunge kill. It's a race. Can Lunars get there? Oh, it's close. He may have got it at 7.6.
He got it. He got it.
Your confidence is way higher than mine.
He got it. You get there at 7.6.
That, keep in mind, is Super's first scope life off the table, as well as Miami are going to go back to the same aggressive setup, and Gwyn just has no way to respond to that. Although I like this adjustment for Vancouver. It's okay, you want to double hit through mid, we'll go ahead and plant and just get ourselves set up.
Now everyone regrouping. It's one side of the map. You gain info on the TJ. I don't know how he's called out in that position. But now in a 4v2. It's just process of elimination. Everyone go for a team child. Do not go for one-on-one. And now it's a 1v3.
Yeah, and they already know where Lunars is. All 3 guns up. Smoke fades. Super tagged, but still alive and kicking, and Lunars will eventually be found. Medals. 9 and 2 on another major spree on the edge. Able to get a read that the defense is here. And it looks like they want to play for the kills.
Oh yeah, Triggs doesn't want to get caught. He is the bomb carrier, but Medals is playing super aggressive. The amount of confidence that's going through his veins. Not afraid of the child. Give me kill number 3. Looking for the ace. It's TJ in a 1v2.
Are we kidding for Medals? What a call to chow through sidesteps like that. And now TJ behind Van, the last one left. RenKoR.
Wait a minute.
Falls, hold on a second, but doesn't make a difference. Medals is in takeover mode. And now all of a sudden it's this round.
100%.
Looks like the setup would say yes, and that's indeed the case. Super and Gwyn through trade with the scopes. And now it's just up to call outs of where the rest of the Surge are. Triggs picks up the drop scope, finds Lunars, and we have a 3v2 for Miami.
You got him trapped in towards money. Can you curve it in, potentially find a kill? You don't, but you have all the information. Trying to clutch up his TJ and Abe. You spot out RenKoR. He's not going to go for a one-on-one fight, while Trake's on the opposite side is just playing for the trap. And this is the guy you don't want to chow.
No, I mean, he's unkillable right now. 14-2, 9 in a row, and RenKoR's not going to lose that. Miami quickly to map point. And I think we're just on kill race alert now. if we don't get taken down a lot of players who are low health, but he will be the bomb carrier. Early smoke for Miami. Diving straight onto the B point and looking for the plant. Vancouver are looking to play retake through mid.
You know where the play is coming in. Bomb goes down. Gwyn has a lot of information. There's 2 players on this side of the map, but it's Metal watching mid steps. Give him one more kill for the record. He can't find it. 2v2.
Gwyn still has a scope up though, so can challenge this top bedroom position, but he's now the last one standing. Just be generous about your shoulders, and that will do it. Miami not slowing down. After learn here, if you're a Miami fan, for Vancouver again, it's trying to about save this series and potentially your season as a tenured CDL pro. We'll see how things unfold as Trake's has already found one, and Metals will get through on this route. And with the win around the back, now you could possibly set up an early grab.
Yeah, you better hope that Gwyn has an angle to keep the EMP right in front of him when he's watching it from long distance. We're running right up the middle of the map. And that's already 4 dead with Surge spawning in.
Down to Trake's, and he's already got 5. Over to the pistol. Looking for an angle, finds himself a corner. Couple of shots up and over the fence, not quite able to find the kill, but sets up RenKoR, not quite for the double. And Metals will have to kind of pause and wait for a moment.
Yeah, unless Super pops all 3 here. Because Gwyn is going for a flank. He does get caught, so there's only one player in a position, and no one is watching the EMP. Yeah, I think Vancouver is still thinking about map number 1, because this is just
nice that he had an opportunity to potentially get a grab and go, but it is Gwyn for a couple of kills to reset how this map is folding out right now.
Yeah, but you still got to take care of the guys in your spawn. Super is influencing you to spawn consistently over towards white wall. So you know there's players in your base. We're just not finding the kills. And now Super on the tremendous route finds kill number 3. The only one that can stop it is Gwyn, and he gets pistoled. And that's already 3-0 in less than 2 minutes. TJ gets nothing done, and now you're going to slow down again.
Dave up top, able to find the opener, but the EMP carrier will drop. Super turns that into another. Up top, Lunar's in some trouble. Able to stay alive for now, has help as the spawns for the Surge have them moving through Motel quickly. EMP still down right in front of the steps, but TJ trying to force it. No, not quite able to, as the EMP will reset back into mid.
35 seconds now for Surge to get one on the round. Miami are more than happy to just play keep away, but you see how they're trying to set up this final push. Drake's working on this deep pinch, knowing that Vancouver eventually have to give it on up. But it's the timings that work in favor of Lunars. TJ finds a second, that's 3 dead. Someone retrieve the EMP.
Super elusive, able to slip away. If he get an angle, he's able to find one. Here comes the cross from Lunars. He's low,
there we go.
Able to get it through the finish line. And if Abe can find a kill, maybe he could get on over, but no, we're just gonna see this half come to an end, so, okay. Trying to get the up and over, not gonna work. Trake's now trying to take away the space. I know they got one more member somewhere at mid, but they're not able to find him. It's Abe for at least a stabilizing kill, 3:20 on the clock.
Just keep on holding the line if you are Miami. Pinstripe kill feed, but it's more highlighted in orange. So Miami, no need to sweat yet. Long routes developing for Trake's. Has a one-on-one and wins it through top green. So now Vancouver trapped in the middle of the map. Got to turn you around. There's pressure everywhere, and now that's already 4 dead. Here we go, potentially another score.
Yeah, Super's got it. 2 lead blockers in front. He avoids the opening nades, slips past the crossing angle, and Super will catch another score. Sliding through mid. Dude, what a story for Trake's. 29-20. And it looks like with a minute 30 on the clock, this is pretty much just a victory lap. And he's doing his thing out here. I'll tell you what, man, what a story coming out of Challengers last year, a bit unexpectedly so. And now an opportunity to see Miami get it to another day.
Now RenKoR, minute 20. Oh, EMP right in front of me. All I need is 1 kill. And now you're forcing all of Vancouver to turn around and try to locate where you are. Spot him. If you are Abe, you get the kill. You still had TJ clearing out space towards mid-tank, so 2 dead. EMP right up the middle of the map. Another score there for Vancouver. They still got time.
Still got time. Shots though, finds himself a second. Gwyn gets one more and a chance to just grab and go here. Spawns are all the way out towards white wall. Lunars gets across. Can he survive the incoming nades? Yes! And now we're at 35 seconds and Vancouver's only down 1.
And it's Abe, man. Abe single-handedly staying alive in the spawn on 4 in a row. Almost finds kill number 5. But now final 25 seconds. You give yourself one last shot. But you go 3 dead, all 4 dead at the wrong time. You got to get the map control and retrieve the EMP for you to tie this game.
And you can see Miami is just going to grab it, play over towards Motel, and just stay alive. And the trades are looking decent for now. Metals in some pressure here. Pistol works out for the first, but Vancouver will have a chance to see this thing go into and maybe one more push. RenKoR's the only one still alive, but that's all you need. He finds you 2. Lunar is able to finish things off here to possibly create one more chance. 22 seconds, you got to go.
We got to go through playing. If not, trying to bully your way through the middle of the map because time is ticking. Final 15 seconds.
But TJ drops over towards white wall, and the EMP carrier will fall. A late charge for Vancouver.
I got him with me here, Metals himself. Give a round of applause for the Miami Heretics. They will make it to Saturday. And I got Metals with me. You know, maps 3, it was a 3-0. Maps 3, maps 2, self-explanatory. Map number 1, the comeback. You guys were a few points away from losing that hard point, but a few missed score streaks, you know, you being posted up in that hill, you guys were able to close it out. From your perspective, how did you guys win map number 1?
Thank you. I mean, on the first map, we were getting shit, I'm not gonna lie, but at the end, I felt like I couldn't lose a gunfight. And after that combat, I knew it was gonna be a 3-0 easy.
Yeah, man, and you definitely took that energy because in map 2, you wasn't dying to anybody. We saw you popping off 2 pieces, 3 pieces, and getting the job done. Now, it's been a difficult split for you guys online, but here on land, you guys are starting to look a totally different team. You know, is it just being on land, or have you guys figured something out and started to flow to become better?
It's on land, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the game is not perfect online. If you play like outside Dallas, it feels horrible, but online it feels incredible. And I think that's why we are playing so good right now.
There you go, and it's definitely looking like it. I'm pretty sure, I know you guys will take that momentum into Saturday against whoever you play. Now, there is a lot of passionate fans in this venue, at home, around the world, who has been cheering your name and been cheering like crazy. What do you want to say to them in English or Spanish, and we'll get you out of here so you can prepare for tomorrow.
Que muchas gracias a todos los que nos apoyáis. Espero que hayáis disfrutado el primer partido, sobre todo, que yo sé que ese se vive con mucha emoción, y que muchas gracias a todos por seguir apoyándonos todos los días.
You heard it here from Metals, everybody, okay? They're going to lock you in going into tomorrow, and they got this for you guys. That's going to do it for us on the desk. Chris, take it away.
I don't know what's better, is S&.